Should you keep your intuitive gifts to yourself? That's the question I would like to discuss today. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because a lot of sensitive people, starseeds, light workers, intuitive persons, they are perceiving a lot. They feel energies and they are a lot of the times very annoyed by energies of other people. And I bump into this a lot because they clients are telling me, "Well, I don't want to go to this social event, to this birthday party because the music is too loud, or I may bump into a person that's really draining my energy." And yeah, you can miss out a lot. And I see also star seeds closing down a bit in a sense because they are avoiding social events. They are uh, perceiving a lot, but they are not tuning into their highest potential because they are almost annoyed and afraid by all those energies who are really like it almost feels like a burden, and they are telling me, yeah, I don't want to see some things, I don't want to sense some things, and it's really thrown at me, and I wasn't asking for it. And I totally understand that because if you're in your house and there are certain noises, there are certain movements, and there are certain energies you perceive, which you didn't ask for, it can be really like a burden. And what to do with them, And it's not for nothing that those energies show themselves to you. However, in this life, it can be really really a burden if you are all the time perceiving energies and you're like, okay, it's too much for me. So in that way, you're also closing down on your gifts, because it's better than to not perceive anything at all than to have to deal with all those entities and all those energies. So when I'm talking with a client about these things, right? If they are saying to me, "Yeah, I feel something, but I don't really know how to handle it, basically, because it's too overwhelming," then obviously my answer is it's I don't want to judge really, but my thoughts are like this: it's such a shame if someone who is already perceiving a lot and is really intuitive by nature is shutting down because of the negative experiences they might have. So um, I think it's really a matter of knowing how to turn it off, knowing how to really respect your boundaries, and how you can say no to other people, to other energies, because these entities who are um showing themselves to you, if you're an empath, you can also talk to them and say, okay, it's a bad timing, or I don't want to see you and notice you at all. And you can just talk to them like you would talk to another person, to a human being. And it's really a matter of, let's say, for example, this spirit comes to you, right? And he or she or it um, sees something in you which they don't have because they want something from you. And you can really talk to them. Just ask, okay, what do you want? And um, it's very useful to use your own discernment, right? But this is the thing: a lot of empaths are really not sure if they can fully trust their instincts. And that's, I think, the basics of stepping into the higher energies. And um, when you're having connections with the energy realm, it's really important if you can discern whether something is coming from a good place, if it's a pure energy, if it's benevolent or not. And because we are empaths and because we are really tapped into those intuitive gifts, those energies who are not really of the positive side really see you as like a light tower. Okay, I want to go to that person, to that soul because we have something that they are lacking of, right? We have this divine connection with our silver thread to to source, to the divine, and we're basically like something to cling on to suck energy from. But obviously, we're not allowing that because everyone has to really stand into their own power, into their own sovereign energies, and you're not someone who should be allowed that anyone or anything is taking advantage of you, right? So I really think it's almost your duty, your obligation to learn and to understand yourself and to learn what your gifts are and how you can use them for the benefit of all, of humanity, of yourself, your own life, your divine path. And also because you are a starseed, a benevolent starseed, it's, yeah, like I said, almost an obligation to really connect with your higher energies, because when you are when you are like a high vibe like that, you're probably also already into the spiritual work, whether as a tarot reader or a light work facilitator or someone who holds the space in retreats or whatever. So you will be in contact with a lot of people, and if you don't step into your higher energies, they will miss out on you because the world needs you. And it's really against my feelings almost to say things like this, because the last thing I want to do is to pressure you, and you shouldn't be pressuring yourself in the sense that it's almost like you are too overwhelmed, because really I think that self-care and self-love is one of the biggest things you can give to yourself, and be gentle and kind with yourself, and also simultaneously push yourself a little bit where it is feels uncomfortable, and you were like, okay, I have to really step into my divine origins in order to help humanity. And this really feels uncomfortable in the beginning, because it means that you have to speak up. It means that you have to say things that most people in your environment won't understand. It means that your mother might think of you as some kind of weirdo, or that your friend from way back high school thinks you're totally not okay. And it also comes with losing people in your life, and that's a risk not everyone is willing to take. And I'm not saying it should happen like this or it will happen like this, but if you change, people will change as well, your environment will change. And um, I've been into the spiritual community for like decades, and there were also always people who really, when they were opening up to their gifts, who were into shamanism or whatever route they took on the spiritual path, their whole life would shake up and down. They were changing jobs, they would get a divorce, they would really change, have had new friends and family members who couldn't take them, pointed them out as the black sheep of the family. So it comes with a lot of heavy changes. You are really shaken at the core, and on an unconscious level, we know that if we are like stepping out of the mundane, regular, everyday life, things will really shake up and really change for you. And it's such a shame that that is holding us back, right, to change. And of course, it doesn't always have to be like this, because when I'm talking about my own experience, I'm married now and I have children with my husband, and he was not always on board with me. And he still thinks I'm a little bit cuckoo when I'm talking about things. And we have learned to deal with that, because I had to learn that I shouldn't be convincing him, and that it was an act of respect to him if I would allow him to think his own thing, and don't convince him that angels exist and that other things I had contact with and things like that. And he had to learn that, okay, this is my thing, and you do you believe your thing, and Well, it could have been really, if we would have allowed it, uh, really cause problems in our marriage, and but you don't have to allow it. You don't have to let anything come between you and the one you love. So whether it's sports or politics or yeah, there are a lot of topics who are that are very sensitive with people, and that they can cause a lot of problems. We see that, right, a few years ago with the era of lockdowns and things like that, how it would divide people. But you are in charge. We are in charge. We shouldn't be allowing ourselves to really come anything between us and the ones we love. So these challenging times are really really a good test, whether you can stand the test of time and the test of love, really. But let's go back to the subject. Is it really a good thing to keep your psychic abilities to yourself? I'm really I'm curious what you think, because in my book it's really, no, it's not a good thing, because the world needs you. Because um, if, for example, if you are a tarot reader, or you're a Reiki master, and you help your clients move forward, it's like a massive thing going on. If everyone's is stepping into their highest potential, imagine what it would do to the world. Imagine what it would do to Mother Gaia, to Sophia Gaia, and everyone would feel so happy and so blessed and so really passionate about their mission, that it's there's no turning back from love then, right? And we will live in abundance, and we will be happy and anchor our light on this world, what we are here for. We came to do that with our mission, right? However, everyone is doing that in his or own way. So it's really your job to figure out what it is for you, right? And we have a whole life to figure that out. But procrastination is really a bad thing, I think. So let me know what you think about it, and yeah, what holds you back for stepping, when you look at stepping into those gifts you have. Because if you're watching this video, I bet you already sense perceive a lot. Maybe in a dream state, spirits come to you and give you messages. And you know the divine is infinite. So for some it might be that music is um, your divine thing to really touch you and to really open up. Or yeah, I'm gonna talk that about that in another video, because I was mentioning about the mystery schools, the ancient mystery schools, and how the modern mystery schools really look like these days. But that's a topic for another video. But let me know what your thoughts on this are. And also, every Friday, not Friday, every Thursday, I'm hosting this live free Q&A call. It's on my Skool community, Rise of the Starseed, and you can join for free. And then we have a cosmic chat about galactic events, about questions you have, about everything that a starseed might be interested in, and also the topics of that star seeds are feeling lonely, because we were all incarnated in different places on the earth, and we were separated, and we were also incarnated in dark energies and darker families sometimes. And not to say that your family or my family is evil, but as a benevolent starseed, you were incarnated there where the light is needed. And we had to find our way back to wholeness in that sense. So it's really a blessing, I think, that the internet exists, so we can really connect with each other and support each other and root for each other and have each other's back. It's really important, because these times are, man, these are so challenging. So yeah, it's always good to have some cheerleaders around, and even if they are from another country, it's really a blessing. So please join my live Q&A. It's every Thursday at 12 ET. Also, I'm on Instagram, and please also join my subscribe on my YouTube channel. And I can't wait for my free course to release, because I'm still working on this free course where I teach you all about how to use your clairs, your six clairs, and how you these are your psychic gifts, your psychic abilities. And if you know how to use them, that's a basic. You can do anything. You can talk to the archangels. You can have messages from animal spirits, and from Sophia Gaia herself, from your galactic councils. Through your higher self, I will teach you how to connect with all these higher beings. So that's so exciting. But yeah, it's taking a lot, because this really is almost an advanced class. And I really am also shifting a bit from people who think, well, that's fun to me. No, when you're working with me, you are ready to step into your light leadership, really, because you have a job to do. You have a mission, you have an obligation, and it's so fun. And look at me. I'm taking this very seriously, but I'm not taking myself too serious, right? I sometimes laugh at myself, actually a lot, because I do stupid things. I'm clumsy. I That's being human, right? And it's so fun to walk this cosmic divine path, because you are thrown in to really a lot. A lot is coming on the path, and everyone's having a hard time, but still we are here and we keep on going, and everyone is eventually making the turn back to the light. So thank you very much for watching, and I would love to connect with you. Let me know what your thoughts are, and I see you next time. Bye bye.